Music a bit softer. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're gonna continue to sell out. I've been thinking about what I've done. I think I got most of the tooling set up for Scala. At least something. Latest stuff. Browser tabs. Yeah, it's still. Oh no, it's closed. I think I. Okay, cool. So today we'll be looking at a bit more Scala. Start out with like exploring scalaz for a bit. Maybe there's like a package or something for Scala, and then like I remember the Scala syntax for Eric's is a bit weird. We'll look at that too. Then like a package or something for Scala. Did I open up the Scala docs? Scala docs. I think like after I get through that, because they flip the order or something. I want to have Scala Z doc. They flip the ordering of like the morphisms. So in Haskell we would, for example, have. Yeah, this is Haskell, right? Like we have it. A to A. How do you do that in Scala? I don't know. You can look it up. API. Like. What am I looking at? What is this? Attached to a build station at. Just like want to look at, like for example, monad and application, stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure the standard library doesn't have that. They're like they're using iterable. Okay, what does this mean? Plus plus. Not a T. Iterable wants B. Iterable B. What is the A? What does that mean? Brown types. This is some inheritance bullshit going on. That container. P inherits from pet. Any parameter P which must be the type of pet. Dog, cat are subtypes of pet, whereas lion is subtype. Okay, so that's the this is how you deal with that kind of polygon. Why would you put it in there? That's the other way around. There's like no mesh innovate. Great array. Oh, I see. So this is the A is over the entire class. So it's shared. And then this must B must be bigger than A. So if we have like a list of animals, for example, or a list of pets, we can accept pets, dogs. This also means equality then. The other way around, like upper type bound, lower type bound. God. There's more syntax. Okay. Type to subtype another type, lower type. Another type. A. I have the Scala Z docs then. Probably doesn't have this problem. There's no package. I like the diagram, but I like wanna see it. F plus is a type system construct that supports our top. Programming language attack probably must have been a kind of problem to me. Types because I didn't know. Right. Yes. Just leave the adding constraints on type variable. Types. Type class instance. Type to that. Yes. So you're like meaning actually like Haskell then. Okay. But why can't I explore these? I wanna click. There's no overview in this game. Okay. But don't you have like dogs? Are these people just did it by heart? Hi, Lemmy! Not sure what's going on with the website. I recommend. I don't want to learn, I just want to look at their arrows. This is how I learn, I stare at Hackage all day. Junction. Product. Leftist junction. Box right here. Use the IDE for documentation. I see what's the problem here. But how would you like... Okay. But, like, what if you wanna, you know, have some more text? Related functions and stuff. What the f... Yo, this is what I meant, it's wrong. It's all the way wrong. Mine should be... Oh, look at... Yeah, you're right, it's in here. 1 at m, m of a to m of b, m of b. Yeah, there is an a and a b, and we have an f of a. Like, no, we have fa. That is ma. Oh, and then the second argument, because you can use this, right. A to FB. FB, okay. So there's just more crap around it. Okay. Bind. So this is we're lying here, right? We need to enter types. This is implied. But we're not doing that with the F. What the fuck? What is the F? Oh, it's from the overlying thing. So we have local generic things, and then over. And this is kindness. Kinds. The monad f thing, and yeah, kind. So it wants to have an. It's not a complete type yet. It needs to have another argument to complete itself. And we're providing that here with the A and B locally. Okay. Extends. So this is implication actually. With bind. No, I think I got most of the Scala stuff here, right? This is all of it. We do pattern matching, we can print stuff to console, and we can define new data. I'm not sure what else you want from a programming language. Oh right, we also need to know how to build in dependencies. But I think you can just copy it, right, from the GitHubs. No, I was just thinking about it when I was eating. Like, that this this kind of syntax was confusing to me, so I need to like refresh my mind. That's what I'm doing right now. But now I'm reading it and like putting it below each other. I think I kind of understand what's going on. And for kindness. Where? No, not where. Open. A refresher. Variants. Consumer and the variants. That constraints. What? Kinds of type. Assume the set of all set could be. Does it contain itself? Oh, he's actually going through that. What is this? Into int. Oh, this is how you do lambdas? What's the lambda type in that? Oh. I'm getting an X as type. And do you need to specify type? Lambdas? You need to specify all parameter types. Return types can get inferred some. Oh. So yeah, it's actually very verbose. So you don't have this like spaceship thing. So this is the stuff we try to avoid. We're going through ADTs. Yeah, we did that before. They don't need to have this, right? calculate this. What? Compound and intersection type. You can calculate a sum of sets, sum type. A Cartesian product of sets. Why not an intersection? So this is like, this doesn't exist in Haskell at all, I think. Oh, no, it does. We can, you combine, like if you add, you do like monad, and you can also say that, you can for example do like monad IO, no, that's, what about like if you have a monad reader? And then you can also say like has line environment. And you say something about this A through this. With constructs is similar, but different. In the order. The order of composing type using with does not matter. Intersection type and Scala are order dependent. What? Compound and intersection type. A into B is the same as x and A, and x and B is the same as x. An element on an element in B and an element in B. A. B is OR. Section types in Scala are order dependent, but it claims it not right. Oh, it's kind of different. Because you could just like add properties to existing. What? You can just like ad hoc define classes like that. It's do people use this? At least when it comes to type. Plus types this alignment problem sooner or later. Oh, know this? Just straight linearization, obviously, and many different kinds of ways. Okay, seems a bit yeah. Close. And it's not even, oh it is. So because of the function it's kind of immutable. It? No. Yes? Oh, it's gotta deal with this case. The answer is straight linearization. That's A. Just pick the first one or something? You super? Want to card. Yeah, so order does matter in this case, right? Those pluses and times are like really similar to each other. Not hard to see the difference. Mathematics class came to life generally. Class is such a group of objects for which some predicate we cannot say about the set of all sets. Effectively from smaller element. Think about that language. Class and subclass create a new type, subtype, sometimes said about. So unit is the terminal object, right? I saw this yesterday. Terminal object. Unit. And in C++ it's not to confuse with capital K void, which can't be constructed. Whereas you can always return. Want to make sure that everything something. Yeah. This is syntax for that. You can think of types as a set. You can think of a type as a set. Function as a set. Oh my god. Sets all the way down. A set of parameters returned value pair. Let's us also think of a function signature as a type. Set of values. A subset of pairs. Hey, what's this math stuff, man? Oh my god. Let's took the slice D. My f function implies t. For all. Oh my. Just tell me what's going on, man. A little mind numbing, but not as much as the next discovery. Pass a set as an argument of a function, leave another set of return value. I believe you, man. Functor. Functor. Tell me what happened. F of A, F to B. Fmap is the same as fmap. But in Scala they call it map, because that's actually the better name. Well, why am I typing? So this is the for all stuff. And you give me an f of a. Back. So first give me a function that can convert an a to a b, and then if you give me an f of a, I will return to you an f of b. Same here. Give me an f of a, give me a function that goes from a to b, then I give you an f of b. Let's not talk about contramap. Right. Interesting, because they are a mathematical way dividing parameter types known as programming and generics by Java programmers. So to be honest, from a mathematician point of view, they are cripples implementation of parametric types. Okay. You will see this term frequently when you start reading about definition of type classes on Haskell wiki. Why would you read on the wiki, man? There's a Hackage. Hackage is much better for this. You only need the types. Lines. We already know how to do that. Variance is also weird. We talk about variance. We talked about type bounds and how restrictions on the type giving it values infer against parametric type we might be able to do correctly. Say we have an ADT like this. Ooh. Oh. We would like to have a function that takes list of users. We like the map to adjust. Should return. Plus this. Just the entities. What? First temp will probably look like this. Yeah, now you have this one, right? Works, but it's not the generic. We want it to be generic. I'm not sure what you're gaining from this, but sure. Want it to be generic. But it falls up as an extractor every time. Yeah, so you just want to use the trait, right, to get the idea. Yeah. Putting the trait bar. Okay. Okay, so this thing. Yeah, what we're doing. Definitely need at least a user. And if we have at least a user, we can call this function. Which is not a function, but we know it exists, okay. For variance, Scala docs. I thought he was gonna explain it now. He was using it before, right? I saw it somewhere. Maybe I'm crazy. Look for pluses and minuses. Yes! Let's go variant, but what does it mean? I don't know. Contravariant. Invariant. I see, so it's the other, like it's a variance on top of her inheritance. Use between the complex types, whereas the variance can restrict your use of class abstraction. Yeah, so this is on inheritance, right? Mere covariant by using the plus. List a subtype of. So what if they put it like in this is not about like the variance as in functors, right? You have contravariant and covariant functors. Haskell. We don't understand anything. Give me an A to B if you have a contravariant functor f of B, I'll give you an f of A. It's not the same thing, no. Okay. Yeah, so like I suspect that this variance is then on inheritance, on the inheritance hierarchy. Yeah, so if we're talking about variance in Haskell, it's more about arrow position. Doesn't work with variables on both sides, but you have artifact. There is in Haskell. You can have list of things. Jar. Covariant because we changed the positive position. Oh, I'm really bad at explaining this stuff. Contour map is the opposite. No. Give me an f of b, and I'll give you an f of a. Yeah, types are monomorphic, but the variance existed on these things. Okay, I have an example. Interesting. So this is contravariant because the A on which we have type variable is in negative position. So the contramap on this change the A. And we do that by composing in the other way, right? The function we get. Like the existing function we get, we compose on top of that. For that. Get a function. Yeah. Just, yeah, so that plus and minus stuff is about inheritance. So. Well, that's good, so we probably can ignore that then. Where was the link? Kinds of types in Scala. I like how these just writes one huge blog post that explains everything. It's not even everything. Now I believe you. Scala is really big. Does it have like language extensions? Or they just throw everything in or something? Scala has a few plugins. There are plugins. Oh, like, what they don't make builds with nicks, right? It'd be hard to distribute plugins to developers. Figure this out. Being langless, type protections easier. Oh, me lucky. Did you do that Unicode syntax stuff? Maven has things pre-com. Yeah. Well, Maven like only limits itself to the Java virtual machine, right? But the actual machine itself, and if it needs to do any interaction with system libraries, it's not handled. Did? Didn't think so. The entire operating system. Stuff like that. Where was I? Among the detailed description. Indeed, the same way function, taking, returning functions called type constructors. Type constructors. Actually, I mean, the same thing. SBT is only resolve dependencies. Oh, in either case, you don't rebuild anything. You depend. Yeah. The Java dependent. I'm not sure how Ivy is different from it. Let's find out. They're both from Apache. First and the most important difference is that they aren't the same kind of Apache Maven software project management. Whereas Apache Ivy is only a dependency being managed highly integrated with Apache. Popular. Maybe a more interesting comparison would be Apache Ivy versus Apache Maven. Will be on the scope. Right. Right, so what SBT does is use Ivy for dependency resolution through Maven and then build it itself, completely disregarding Ant. Nobody uses Ant anymore. Yeah, it's not useful. Well, for me, kind of like, I need to have a working setup, right? And I'm on Nixos. Maybe I'll use SBT. Probably say do that in a... I wonder how deep they will go in, like... probably not as deep as I'm going right now. I mean, I just need to, like, remember the syntax, and I think I've mostly done that. And the fact that there's no hackage is a big problem, but... I'll just download IntelliJ. Let's download IntelliJ. Let's not be too fancy, man. No, then I need to... then I can't use my hacks. I'll try setting up Enzyme maybe. If I get it. I'll put 10. Well, like, the problem with IntelliJ is it doesn't support my key bindings, like going to a different buffer or different file in the project. Doesn't have the rip grab stuff. So useful. Ranger, there's no ranger. Yeah, like you build it up over time, right? I remember IntelliJ being pretty good with Vim. You have both. Yeah. But that was 4 years ago. Well, we'll see. I get it, I probably like just started with IntelliJ and then slowly move over once I get time or something. But I don't feel like getting a proper Scala setup right now is a good idea. This is kind of interesting just looking at this stuff. That's dorsal strains. Used Vim for like 5 years, 4 years. Where I have some. Yeah, me too. This is like Vim plus Max. Evil mode or something. Right. What is Swiper? What is this? Does Swiper do the entire project? This does. Once you set it up, I find myself not missing it. Except stuff like org mode. Well, yeah, project navigation will be problematic. They have some support for that too. Right? Just need to reset up the bindings then. I think kind of acceptable for a while. But I'm probably gonna use that enzyme stuff if I can get it to work. I'll just hack it. You know, I bet like I wrote a blog post or something about it, how to set it up. It will be pretty popular. In Nix, not in stupid Atom or whatever. Yeah, we'll use IntelliJ at first. Mostly because it's a contract and I don't want to overcommit. I used IntelliJ before too, when I was, well, 4 years ago. You saw the project, it was built with IntelliJ. I think I built some Android apps too with IntelliJ. Because back then Android Studio was super new and I didn't wanna... Well, I like my IntelliJ, so I kept using it. I think I've read most of this. F-bound types. So does Scala actually have new things? The Twitch construct was pretty new. But like actually things that are just not in Haskell at all. Well, monomorphism would be one of the things. Although there is a spell. Object classes are actually kind of a module system. So you can do things you can't easily in Haskell. You mean like the implicit constructs? As in dependency injection? Because it's like scope dependent, right? Yeah, so actually that module stuff, you can, it's comparable to OCaml, I believe. Acquire. So dependency injection would be, we would use a reader in Haskell. And lenses. I would just, at the moment, I would just do MTL style and a reader. Using macros. You find that going all functional with Scala will get inbuilt real quick. Because you need to annotate everything you do. So like people are using Scala mostly for the combinators then? I remember like being really impressed when I first started out with Scala. The collection library. Saying is you should try. Get the support. Oh no. I mean, like, yeah. I'm already like amazed what's out there. How I feel the ecosystem is much less unified than it is in Haskell. Like we have Hackage, and if you go for documentation, you go to Hackage. That's the only thing you go to. In Scala, you go to documentation, use the IDE. Okay. Yeah, the IDE. Actually, I worked at one point at a Chinese company and I had to use like Baidu Maps and there was like no documentation at all available for that. And the stuff that was available was in Chinese. So I had to figure out the entire API by just using the IDE. So it's possible. So why would these, like, the libraries are organized in a way that you can read source code? Oh, it's Nix! It's Nixos! Argus nice, public, private, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, like in Haskell you may would have like an internal module or something. It's not exported at all. Right, that's also a thing. The public and private, you can make things private, right? I completely forgot about that. Right, that's one of the good things about Scala. Everything is public by default. That saved me so much work. Okay, I feel I can do this. I wonder if I should put it to the test or if like my biggest concern was if I would see some syntax and I just like wouldn't know at all what is going on, but I can kind of guess in this case. Which is as good as it's gonna get, right? Creating new types out of existing tag. What? Yeah, sure, man. The new type library was designed. Is it also an isomorphism between name and string now? Okay, let's copy over. Where would I do it? Oh, it's still open here. Write this down. New type you only really need if you want. So are people like using Scala.js at all? Fine. Very good. Yeah. I was experimenting with that back then. Like years ago, maybe 2 years ago. Like Akka and scalaz together. Pretty well, I think. Well, I continued the trend with reflex, right? Decent performance. Huh. Better than reflex? It doesn't take much to get ahead of GHCGS. But yeah. Way better. Oh. Maybe I chose the wrong stack. JavaScript level performance. Wow. That's praise, man. Like I wouldn't mind trying it out actually. Beat out reject ES JS, sometimes ES. What's the script? And sure. Actually, React apps are you need to like essentially hire experts if you want to make any React app. This is really hard to keep it consistent. Okay. React is easy. Doesn't compose well, in my opinion. Environment types for Scala. What is this? Oh, this is liquid Haskell. Quite liquid Haskell. So you do put like predicates on types, right? Find greater. Also allows you to add regular exploit. All time. It enforce conversions. It's really nice. Ah. I don't know. Like if I get there, get to work at that place, then yeah, I'm gonna overload them with new technologies. Whatever, because it's fun. Hey guys, let's throw away all our React code and use scalaz. It's really performant. No. Well, I'll probably make a suggestion at some point. Okay. What did I want to do? The presentation, right? Category. In code. Okay. Actually, we should probably do either. It's the Let's do either. Let's move you. There you are. But I want to get either. Forgot how they did it. So next time I need to do the presentation about the category 2 about ADTs. God, so many people talking. About this blog post. Actually, this was written when I learned Scala, I think, 4 years ago. Like, the people seem to have some kind of problems with it. Oh right, it's also because they don't know Haskell, so. I don't know. Either. A plus B. Wait, left is left, right? Yeah, left is left, right? So either is the perfect co-product because you can use it as represent any other co-product by nesting forever. I just need to know if it compiles. Where was it? Or is it? Did I close it? Fine project. It's this one, right? What does recover do? What? Where's path? Oh, I'm not sure. Nice. With either. Oh, that's my problem. We need to add the. Plus A? Yeah, of course. What was I thinking? A plus. It's plus. Hey. How could I be so foolish? Yeah, thanks, Libby. Oh. So these brackets are different, right? These are like the for all construction. Like putting the polymorphism into scope. And then you're just passing it through to the next level. How is this running? How is this compiling? I mean, like, there's no 2. I need to bottom. Any ref? Nothing is button. Any ref is what? Difference between any and any ref. In this case, it doesn't really matter actually what we put in the chart. Any vals, any value. Does Scala have auto boxing? I think so, right? Yeah, so if it would be any ref, I could still put in a 5 because it would make an object 5 out of it behind the scenes. How did I run it again? It's like a... Oh, I'm running it right now. What? Oh, I'm actually running it right now. Wait. Don't I need to make it new? What's the difference between that? No new is necessary. There is the apply button generator. Right, so if you have an apply function, you can use your... If I have an apply function, I can make class DDD. Some fuck. But I have an apply function. Makes a function out of this entire class. Or something. Yeah. Will you return then? Oh, now I see the pattern. What we do is... Yes, exactly. Apply function on the companion object. Oh. Companion object. Now. Oh, I need to have a single one. Ah, there's no toString, of course. Oh, it's being generated by the case classes. Right. Driving. V1 colon already. We'll get in the habit of after. We have no deriving. So how do you like deal with JSON and equality and show and functor, applicative monad? If it another implicit there is macros. Okay. Macros, right. So Scala macros fast. Are they fast? Encoder your type is the right. Oh, that generates code. Macros can get slow. A lot of them. But slow is relative, meaning Haskell is fucking slow anyway. You're right about that, man. Override. Ah, I'm feeling so nostalgic doing this. Look at that. Let's actually give it some... Only though he's dealing with a lot of index types here. Inductive types are third inductive. I don't care about the general case. Dependent type? There's not what? What's going on? Dependent type. In combination with using implicits. It makes it slowish. Plus field. A implied. Like given A implies a list of A? Like given A implies go A. Right. Right, so if you have a show of A, you can also have a show of list of A. That's heavy? Haskell, I don't think that's that hard to do. I think the type system in Scala is really different. Really different. Okay. Got totally distracted. Actually, this is good. Dude. I forgot about this. You use F implicit. Let's stay away from implicits for now. I don't think they would expect me to do a lot of implicit hacking right off the bat. In hope. Hey, this is the basics, right? And we also need to do tuple. Tuple is easy. Right, you want to have a space between them. Now it's just tuple in core. Yeah, but I'm making the presentation. Like, the category theory meetup. Gonna explain ADT, but the guy in all his wisdom used Haskell for it. I believe most people in that meetup are actually Scala programmers, some sort. So to do them a favor, I just write it in Scala. Rewrite all this stuff in Scala. It's not that much. Yeah, he wrote it in C++ and in Haskell, but luckily for him, it was not Haskell that took off, it was Scala. I mean, doing this is... It doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Because it's already in it. I think the Scala, would it, yeah, it's just parentheses like in Haskell, right? Wait, I wanna check this out. Print unit.
type not found, eh? Actually, I want them have to be invariant.
Not sure if I call Scala as being strictly more popular than Haskell. Wait, tuple. Okay.
I thought Scala was more popular than. I feel like a lot more people are using Scala than Haskell. Do we have like language rank? Yeah, Scala being used by 1.5%. Kotlin, which is basically the same thing as Scala.
Well, similar. Haskell 0.3, so it's like 3 times as much than Haskell. And I think these 0.3% is very... Oh, Rust doubled. Wow.
This presentation is very verbose about it. Yeah. Well, at least in Netherlands, pretty sure not many people are using Haskell. Couldn't find any contracts for it, so there's that. How many levels does it go? If you have more than 22, you're on your own. This was the magic number. Product 22. Tuple 22. I'm gonna make a Scala library called Tuple 23. It will have one case class.
This is getting fixed in Scala 3.
Really? In Haskell, we also don't do it properly with functor. No, not functor. No, don't give me. Where's this thing even, man? Oh, it does exist! Look at that, man. This is at least 24. But we went farther. 48. Okay, with what, 60 or something? You need to define them. But like, point about tuples is you can go deeper. What they should have done
Inductively defining is 100 times slower. So how many does the Haskell have? Yeah, like 60 or something, right? By the way, functions have those types as well. And it's no, it's good they did. It won't be a huge performance over it. Well, for this, our like defining this is probably done with templates, right? I would assume so. No, 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 no. We build a pyramid instead. That's why they didn't want for. Manual says, including one more declaration gives segmentation fault. Because we wanted to go further, man. God, my browser is lagging. Functions have those types as well. R. APCR. Right! Oh no, they only go to. Oh no, they also go to 22. So can you go to source? Maybe they also have a segmentation fault. Oh, it's one file. What? Oh, I see. So what happens if I make a function with 23 arguments? Still I need a macro for it. I think it's a compile error. If I remember correctly. JVM doesn't support that anyway. Really? What's called? Why is this centered? Well, I was thinking like you could use partial application, right? Just do one argument. You don't even have that problem. But apparently they didn't. Maybe they do the chunks of 22. But like in category theory, this would be the explanation of why this tuple is good enough for any product. It's the best tuple. And you can do the same for either. It's the best sum type you can get. Because you can express any sum type in either. I'm lying. No, at type level you need to define. Oh, look at that imbalance. Words are problem is you can't get any value out of. Yeah. Yeah, like it's but like category theory doesn't care about nest like that kind of stuff because it's math. They would call that an implementation detail or something. You can. It's expressive enough in principle. And I'm just like being amazed right now at I have to define, like, I have to write this down at type level because if I would, I tried to do this before at values. Okay, let's do a left. Hey, how do I split that? Oh, wait, minute. I can only define one value at this side. I need to pattern match, otherwise it doesn't work. I don't know what the result would be. To implement the category chain. Easy to rap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to rap right now. What would be the result? I know what the result. It's a magical D, which is undefined. You need to have a bottom. And now I needed to have 2 slides. Syntax in Scala has got but encourage creativity in some way. Doesn't unlocking. Yeah. Definitely. But I just like I had a hard time understanding that other blog post. Products and code. Like the only reason I understood it was because I had the experience with Haskell, right? Like that's why I understood parts of it. Not everything. But like entire parts were skipped in the meetup. Like they didn't talk about duality at all. Isomorphism was brushed over. It's just like big deal. Spent like weeks on this. Pretty much, yeah. Product and co-product. And then the asymmetry, which is the result of function. This was also like brushed over. And me too. I just want to give them examples, right? Because I can rewrite this in Scala, right? Anyways, there's some benchmark that shows the difference between using nested tuple structures or something. And the record is size 20. About 15. You get some idea. Sure. But like the idea that these two things, these two small definitions can represent anything, like all data, was just pretty mind-blowing to me first. That's why I want to show it. Yep. This is also the basis for generics, right? Haskell. Product and copy. I don't even explain it at all. Let's not dive into that. By the way, I recently had this discussion with some types collection start using hash map versus turns out that the map size below 10 lists are faster. Oh, really? Like traversing to all the elements and then getting it? And to calculate the hash. Yeah, it'll probably be similar in other languages, right? I would like to measure that. Probably should do pattern matching as well in Scala. However, the problem is that your code uses a separate implementation that replaces with another at larger size. You end up with megamorphism? Megamorphism! Code gets de-optimized. Eh. Right! Clojure! That's another beast I haven't tamed. Where is Clojure on ranking? Actually, I've met a lot of people who are interested in Clojure. Maybe I should also invest at some point. Wi-Fi programming. Clarity. We're using numbers, man. Wi-Fi? But Joby is bad. Totally love clojure. I'm not looking for jobs, I'm looking for contracts. Times in the Netherlands. Ah! Where are you from? Not as close, man. I'm from Netherlands. Give me my bicycle, man. That's next door neighbor, right? Oh, you have been in the Netherlands a lot. I thought I haven't. Cool. Fortunately, I don't know any clothes. Let's get into closure. I need to update my artwork. Sellout thing continues. I don't see everyone make images. Wait. Where is it? Right there. There we go. Probably for another time, but. It's pretty fun and makes you realize how limiting Haskell REPL is. Is there a REPL in Haskell? So no, there's one about Lisp. Big warning, once you use them too much you'll miss things in other languages. Like how I miss things from Haskell, like deriving. Deriving. Export. Go. You also always miss stuff, right, if you move from language to language. Ruby had optional types, it was amazing. Yeah. Clojure. Do they have a REPL online? True. Carol. Oh, people didn't. Liningen. Even to Nix. That's a thing. Mine is SPT for clojure! Oh my god! There's another build too! Every language. Well, you know, probably better than Haskell or one language 3. The Gradle plugin for clojure also is pretty bad. Oh, unfortunate. But it exists. Not good. A bit more powerful. You won't need it, use Liningen. Okay. Sorry. I was looking for like an online a REPL. Like you have this Haskell thing, right? You can just like start and like the REPL, so it doesn't really. But you can do it. What? They just broke it? This is not a REPL. Line is default, I recommend. By the way I use and install clojure is install IntelliJ. Start working. You don't understand how deep into Nix I am. But sure, whatever. Celebrating continues. Get brains. It's called JetBrains. This isn't IntelliJ, right? Why won't you copy? Okay, I'll type now. Groovy and Scala. No clojure, man. also known as Java executables tend to behave relatively. Well, like the Nix shit is, it allows me to hack, right? And as long as it makes me more flexible, I'll keep you. That's like my entire use case for me. Easily work around all kinds. With a bit of pain on my part. Better than nothing. Yeah, like if you're in Java land, it's all nice and cozy. All you want to do stuff outside. There's a lot of fun. We'll see, like, I will probably be the only Java developer that even cares about Nix then. My tool for infrastructure, many more. Well, it integrates with other shit, right? Because it's basically just glue around other shell scripts. So my idea was like just build a little wrapper around SPT or something, then make it available for Scala. See how hard that is. I don't think it's that hard. I did it for my own project. Like other things. Oh, there's also clojure. That's the wrong clojure. Clojure compiler from Google. My Emacs broke. SPT can install multiple versions. PHP cannot. Can install multiple versions. Yeah. I remember actually having trouble with Java runtimes at some point. Like I wanted to execute some pre-compiled Java bytecode and I had the wrong virtual machine or something. Gave me this weird error. Happened like once. And when you run the SPT command, so run the red version. Sure. Nothing wrong with it. Just a thought. Probably not gonna do anything with it. We are at Java 12. Last time I checked, we were at like Java 8. What happened? Did they push out the jigsaw stuff yet? Java 8 support ended. Oh no! Am I that old? I remember being excited about Java 8 because like there would be like streams. How about Jigsaw? Work. Oh, look at that. What happened in like Java 10, 11 and 12? But who would choose that? I don't even have a desktop, man. It's just black. Sure, make a desktop entry. Create a script for opening files and projects from the command line. Don't touch anything. You'll fuck it up. What? i3. Yeah, i3. i3 with like this thing called force bar or something. Looking up X4. i3 plus X4. The thing. You need the cursive plugin. Different. Defaults are fine. Feature plugins. They're gonna sell me stuff? Yes, got it. Only if you're familiar with Fit. No, I don't wanna do it. Oh, it's purple now. It used to be like green. Like. Oh yeah, they like change the colors every time you update. Okay. Also will. Yeah, it's because I pinned the fire system block. Pinned my packages because I want to have stable stuff. I don't want to have unstable. Oh, that's an old version. Maybe you have like Java 11 instead of Java. There are some nice new things out here. Okay, I hear you, man. We'll use packages unstable. I should fix it. So apparently Steam keeps on updating itself and it needs to be unstable. Same for Skype. And oh, JetBrains 2 now. Why does it need Perl? What's wrong with you? I think I pinned my packages unstable though. It may not be that unstable anymore. Well, it will probably be kind of new. Maybe. This will be the logo of this episode, actually. Actually, I wanna change it for a bit. I wanna. Oh, it's merged. No, it merged. Oh no. Oh. I just finished. Just downloading. It takes so long to download. This is a native package manager, man. What are you talking about? Don't need donuts. Yeah, it's native. Look at the pretty colors. Are you happy now? It's fucked up without 3 though. 2019 from January. That was like half a year later. Still pretty old. But... well, good enough. What one did you say? Cursive. Provides full closure and closure script language. There's only one choice. Like they're putting so much effort into selling this thing, even though it's the only choice. Well, I suppose this is how you become the only choice. Sell it like crazy. Intelligent edit. Accept. Restart? We need to restart? Yeah, let's do some lambda calculation. We'll learn about function. I'll become a real Scala developer yet. Clojure. There's no choice for Scala, so that's fine. Yeah. I thought you said that was like 1.12. What's up with that, man? Scala is a plugin too? You need to update plugins Like new? New. Select home direct. Are you shitting me? Is it the next door, man? Yeah, let's do it in Dbus or small town. You see my problem? This is why I should use Emacs. I don't think there's newer JDK. I don't have anyone installed. Stable. It's gonna be very slow though. Let's just do this, man. Just see what happens. Yeah, but there's no other one, right? Part of the hash. Okay, never mind. That. Everyone knows that the project's full, it should be project. Feed. No, it was a closure. I know it's with a J, I'm just like trolling you. So I called the other one closure with a J. So that's the closure compiler. Good one. Thanks, man. You select Leiningen? I haven't had any choice to. Did I? Did I restart? It's downloading closure. But didn't I enable it already? Why is there a package manager inside my editor? Why is this like Emacs? Cursive updates. Would you like to receive EIP? Namespace? Yeah. Something is wrong. Okay, let's let's make a new project. We'll name this properly this time. Where's Leiningen then? Oh, I see. I have Java selected, but I need to select closure. And then Leiningen. Of course! How could I? It's obvious.
So let's rename this to something better.
Opened in a new window or existing window?
Better close.
I see.
Okay, how do we execute this? I used to have the key binding, space mcx x run thing. Button.
This is main, right?
Oh, I need to make. Can I have parrot it? No! Los!
Print. Hello world. I see the problem I've made. I need to apply print. Hello world. This is an IO. Does it close? How do I close things?
You have parroted if you enable it. So how do I make closing parrot? Doesn't like this. Wait, I'll just cookie. Yeah. Screen key, that's the thing. I'm trying to close this now, you see? I have a main. I just want to close it, but it doesn't allow me to.
Button will appear. You may want to disable FIM mode. How do I do that? Is it broken? Oh, Parrot is already enabled. Oh my god.
So how do we navigate? I need to use them.
Yeah, but this doesn't work, right? I need to close the things. I know how. Copy. Paste. Okay, go away. Error occurred. This is valid, right? You mean the REPL? Just. It should be pretty simple, he says. Why do I need to comment things? Why is dash main? Shift F10. See the green thing left of it? Oh. Does every function need to have documentation? Horrible. Enable. Oh, I know why. I deleted the things, and it got imbalanced somehow. But normally it wouldn't allow that. And create. What does def and do? Oh, it now has a button. I want Molokai. Oh, it looks wrong. We need to fix it. It's like oh. I just switched DTI just now. It was confusing. What I wanted to do was open up the plugins window. Good. Control Alt. We're in a REPL. Yeah, let's start using. Okay, I'm getting flashbacks of why I wanted to quit these kind of editors. Never can find anything. Plugin state. It's just the GUI is so confusing. But I want Molokai. If I'm gonna use this for a couple of weeks, then I certainly want. If you double tap shift, you can go to find anything mode. Find anything. Oh, I need to restart. Beautiful loading screen, JetBrains. Why do you muck this up? Well, you probably should work on real features instead of making it compatible with it. IDE actions pop up. Type, not to D. Like that thing. Try it. Okay. Fire. First try. That's slow. Usefulness. I'm thinking, how do you add a dependency then? Einen? Can do this. Hmm. But you really need anything? Yeah, I need a game engine. I'm not gonna write my own game engine. What else do you want to make in Clojure? I have no idea, man. This is all part of the selling outing. Write a game. I'm just like looking at maybe they have like a Maven thing or something, and you can just convert it to whatever lining and use it uses for Maven dependencies. I presume there's like some kind of interop. Then you know. Oh, they used this GUI thing. Comma? Space? Space, right? Space and commas are the same. We remember that from reading the docs earlier. Like last week or something. Why is there no Vim? What's going on? Never exit Vim. Is there an auto formatter that enforces conventions, so I don't need to like talk about it? I can just write horrible code. I want Vim, for sure. Otherwise I can't really navigate. And yet another game. Like my games are. You were pretty right on what with that. Oh no. Actually I thought you were on away or something. Can't remember anything of her. Where am I? Where am I? What's going on? Is this like because of Pirated? I like this syntax. Very neat. Better than SPD. License? No. My game will be proprietary. EPL? What? Try double shift and shift for reformat code. I mean, I get what you're saying, that I should do it, but what if the thing can do it for me? Well, I at least need space, right? Otherwise it's syntactically something different. Oh, it doesn't do it. At least one space. Yeah, but I mean like... Oh well. I mean, it's not really gonna be a serious project, but I'll make you happy. My shift K doesn't work. Conventional. Yeah, but I mean, like, even conventions, you just jam in the auto formatter, right? And then just never talk about it. You just tell new programmers to install the auto formatter, and then no discussions anymore. Done. Everyone does it right. You can talk about interesting things like homotopy type theory. Which I don't understand, but the thing is that clojure syntax is ambiguous. With regards to formatting. You mean it doesn't matter for clojure if there's a new line or a space? Right, you just do this, right? Same thing. Only some things are clear. So how do I like do anything with it? Like, it has been a while since I used it. How do I open a window? Getting project. Come on, man, just... This is not a tutorial, like... Telling people to use code generation is not a substitute for writing a proper tutorial on how everything works. It's just a thing, like generally you want a new line there. That's not advanced topic for closure. I'm not sure you want to dump into that. I recommend use clojure binding library for GDX. Oh, it's not trivial. Oh, I thought it would be easy. So it's like pretty easy to do from Scala, it's pretty easy to do from Goofy, but not pretty easy? Huh. Well, we can actually look at what they do. I'm more interested in how the interrupt will work and how good it is. Because if I would like do stuff in Java land, I would want... Look at that, they even do things for me. And we learned what namespace does. Using libgdx with clojure. Oh, the libgdx people just wrote it. That's cool. Yeah, they probably need Nix in their life. You can interpret Java directly, but it looks ugly, and it's not closure idiomatic. Closure data structures are persistent, etc. It has some strong opinions. Obviously, you don't have that when you interrupt. So you lose out on 80% of the advantages of closure. The trick is to wrap it in closure native functions, convert JavaScript to closure, etc. There you go, a wrapper for it. I'm just like, oh. Right, this is not a serious project. Just thinking like, if you want to write a game, it's gonna be slow. So if you need to redo all the data structures every time you make a library call, it's good. Library play closure is deprecated. I don't anymore. Oops. Right. Well, maybe they figured out it was slow. Actually, going to mutable structure. The other one is JMonkey.
which is actually about 3D. I wonder if it's still alive. Looks pretty good still. I've done more JMonkey than GDX, so would be maybe a better choice. But I don't want to do 3D. I can program. Once you optimize. Sort of like type. Clojure was type class. Bias. So she can be super fast once you but optimize Clojure. Look is nice. I copied. Why doesn't it copy? Oh, version 3 apparently. Ah, 3.2. Good for you, man. Okay. There are not that many other libraries that are maintained that I could find. If not, just looking at the source. Show you how Java interop works. Well, this is this stuff, right? I make a proxy and then
pretty sure this is just directly calling Java stuff. Yeah. It's for property access. Like in this case, they're not even defining anything or like accessing anything. They're just throwing information into the engine, and then the engine will render that. I think they're just making a box. I want to run it, but looking at it, and I need to find the right packages to use. Yeah, I think I'm gonna quit soon. So, like, this was all fun. Did I get Molokai up and running anyway? I don't think I have Molokai activated. Okay. How do I open up the thing for colors? Things like the property dependent class generate actual Java bytecode and give you varying levels of degree for generating Java code. But it can be a pain because some of those things can't be hot swapped. So avoid them as much as possible. Right. I don't think I'm at that level yet, man. Can I get it to run? No, I'm gonna quit. I've had I've learned a lot of at least about Clojure and Scala. It was a good day. But like I'm pretty confident I can just get into the Scala. And I made like half my presentation for the category theory, even though that's like a month later. Like the meetup will be a month later, so. But I finished it already. Which is good. Productive day. Even though it was mostly about looking at stuff. I rarely use Java interrupt myself. Most code shouldn't use any of it. So why are they doing it on a JVM then? I'm confused about that. Oh, I bet like my my little Haskell idea, like if we use the Haskell as a runtime, it'll be amazing for Clojure. I just need to redefine the entire Clojure standard library. Is there a standard library? Right, nobody does this. They all have their IDEs. Not that much. Non-public dev. Oh. Fun. But there's better docs if you click. Clojure has a standard line. Most languages have, right? JVM is super fast. Makes it easy to implement. Oh, that's true. Define a lambda. But all functions are lambdas. So yeah, yesterday I had a quick introduction to lambda calculus, to Y Combinator. Which was pretty spontaneous, but I loved it. And basically, if you define lambda, you can define anything. 1a to a is 1a. You define a lambda. Why is the macro then? Right, so the thing in between square brackets is the arguments. And right, so this bind, right? Well, I'm gonna quit for today. I feel I did something. Mostly studying language. Learned a lot about Scala again, or like relearned. Because some of the gradually also means that's cool. Like advice in Emacs. You can override anything you want. I don't think you need to like override everything. You just need to do the functions that do FFI with the Java virtual machine. I'm not sure how many that are. And then you have a closure. But not today. Pattern matching. Oh. Yeah, they did it in Lisp too. On Lisp. Excellent. But I'm gonna go. Goodbye. I will be streaming tomorrow again, I think. Yeah. So let's do Wednesday at like 10. Sure for the okay. Yeah, that's fine, man. Yeah, sure. You'll know when I start, so you can just pop in whenever. Nice day. Good luck, man. Goodbye.